that is the pile. This is the pile of luxury haul today. So welcome back to my channel. If you follow me on Instagram, I think I've finally got the hand upright. This is my Instagram. Oh, I feel like I've got the hiccups coming, and I've done that thing where I don't eat before filming, which is ridiculous. So yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I asked you, what do you want to see on my YouTube today? Because it's Saturday, I'm going out tonight, it's my friend Ying's birthday, I'm going out with my sister, with Paris, and with my cousin, I can't wait. So I thought, if I'm doing my hair and makeup, I definitely want to film a video. And I asked if you wanted luxury haul, what's in my bag, like a list. And the main one was luxury haul, and I have so much stuff, because I missed doing one later on in the earlier on in the month, so I have so much stuff, so I'm going to try and whiz through it as quickly as possible because I have a feeling this is going to be long. My outfit, I know that a lot of you always ask about my outfit, so I'll quickly give you a rundown. I've got odd earrings on, not on purpose. These are my favourite earrings, they're Pandora pearls, and I love wearing simple pearls, and I've lost one, so I've got an odd, weird, but I'm going to cover it up. I made this today. So I've just filmed a what's in my bag. I'll leave that in, no, it's gonna be the next video, but I had loads of like random jewelry in there, so I felt a bit inspired. Cut a pair of jeans from like ages ago, and I kept this because I love sewing. I've got a sewing machine and I keep scraps like this, and I made myself a denim choker. Nice, no? It might be a bit wonky because I've literally just done it without even looking. And my outfit is like super scruffy. I'm like, this is a proper at-home scruffy old jumper. But I wanted to talk about my jeans because it is part of my haul. I'm not rambling. They are high street because they're the Revolve girlfriend jeans, which I do consider high street, but they're still like $300, like $200 and something. So it's high-end, high street, luxury denim, but I've got them on, so I wanted to show you. So these are girlfriend jeans that I've wanted for a long, long time. I bought them ages ago, a size too big, because I always buy things because I think I'm bigger than what I am. So stick true to your size. Maybe like if you're in between sizes, pick the smaller one because denim does stretch. I love these jeans. I think they're my favourite brand of jeans because the shape is amazing. If you look at the bottom, there's a split with, it's kind of like straight leg. It's not boot cut, it's not flare, but it's not skinny. You can still see your shoes from the side. I absolutely love them. They're so flattering, and I'm now going to get the black pair, but they're never in stock. So I'll leave the link below and you'll just have to keep checking them, and you can buy them on pre-order like I did mine. So that's my outfit. Now let's get into the haul. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was this bag, because you've already seen this one, and as I explained on Instagram, you're going to be seeing stuff that I've already showed you, but then a lot of you asked me like advice afterwards, and I think that the advice and the review about a bag or an item is so much more beneficial to you than an unboxing. So this is an absolute honest opinion of this bag. All my opinions are always honest. I am so over the moon with this bag, and I'm going to try and answer all the questions that you've asked me. The size, everybody's asking me for the size. This isn't the mini. Oh my god, I don't even know what it is. It's not the mini, it's not the, there's a smaller one, then there's this one, and then there's the big one, and then there's a really big one. So this is second to smallest. I'll leave the exact link to my one so that you can see the measurements and see that all for yourself. But the best thing, I used this at Paris Fashion Week along with my Fendi Peekaboo, and this was so practical. The best thing about this bag is the weight. It's super light, and that's something that SANDRO once really worked on, because I had this in the month that it launched a few years ago, and it was so heavy. It was better because it had suede lining, but it made it too heavy, and I was carrying this all day and really loved it. And I love playing with this popper. I just love the way it feels, and it's not remotely broken, so that just shows how much the good quality is. And I was using the strap all the time, which is adjustable. I was using it like this. I wore it to the Balmain party. I wore it in the evening, in the day. There's not one bad thing about this bag. Still some random things in there from Paris. But I'm sorry, but there's nothing bad to say about it. It's such a good purchase if you're looking for a practical bag to wear for work or the evening. I think this size is great because you can wear it shopping hands-free, but it's still bigger than the smaller size. So that's that. I'm so happy with it. I do have more to say, but I'm conscious of how long my videos are. Next thing that I'm going to talk about is these. And they're my Givenchy biker boots. So I was going to show you these as in an unboxing, but I didn't have time, hence why I've got so much stuff. And also I just thought that it was better to tell you about them after I've worn them. So I took these to Paris for Fashion Week, and I'll insert a picture for you here for you to see me wearing them. I wore these with a long lace black dress, like transparent so you could see them, and I really, really loved it. I have, these aren't new, these are like a year old, but I have these ones and I've worn them to death, but I love boots like this, a little bit worn. They're really heavy actually, and I love how comfy they are. I love everything about them. So I definitely wanted another colour, and I was choosing between these and like the suede tan, and I'm not really a brown kind of colour palette girl. Oh, it was coming and then it went back up again. The sneeze. Okay. I have a thing about sneezing when I'm filming. So yeah, love these. I was a little bit unsure about how white they are, but I have quite a few pairs of black and white boots. I have my Sadiq Voltaire ones that I love, but they're predominantly black. And I thought that these could be a bit tacky because of my accent and how I am, but I don't care because I love them. And I think that with a white boot, you have to wear them in the right way. And I think how I wore them with my Balmain blazer and a long black. Stay tuned of how I wear these on the blog and Instagram, because I'm conscious of how I wear them. But just a tip for this season, white bag and white shoes are in this season. It's definitely going to be a fad trend kind of thing. Oh, I bought these in a 39 and I'm a 38 and a half, 39, so I hope that helps with sizing. Yeah, it is a bit of a fad thing, and don't go buying loads of white bags and shoes, but I like white bags and white shoes. I have my white jumbo, which I love. I wouldn't wear them two together, but maybe pick something up on the high street, or if you're gonna love like these Givenchy boots, I love them. So even when white shoes aren't in, I'm still gonna wear them because I like them. So don't ever fall for a trend that much, because you're just wasting your money. So either buy it cheap, or if you know, if red shoes are in, oh my god, have you seen those Balenciaga boots? Oh my god, they're so nice. I keep looking at them. Yeah, it's fine to buy trends, but I actually really love it. That's the biggest tip I have for this video. So I didn't buy them because white shoes are in fashion. Did you get the picture? Okay, so one thing that you haven't seen, I haven't worn, it's still got the label in it, is this YSL Centre tee. So when I ordered it, I actually thought it was white, but I'm quite pleased that it's blush pink because, I don't know, white just makes me look so pale. And I really liked this in the lemon. I absolutely love lemon on tan skin, Latino girls, any women of colour. Lemon is just, anyone with other skin tone than me and paler can really pull off pastel and lemons. Oh, I get so jealous of that kind of skin. So I went for this colour because I just think that lemon with my hair, I don't know, I'll probably, you'll see me wearing it next week. But I just thought it was really cool. Like, I like, cool, I never use that word. I quite like logo tees, one with like a denim jacket, a leather jacket. I should be going to Dallas for the Raw Style conference. I've registered my ticket and everything, but I'm really hoping I can go, but I think I've got a job to do when it's going on. So I bought it for that, like doing the whole American Dallas thing. And the quality is really nice, it's really boxy. I bought this in a medium because I always like baggy t-shirts, and it comes in white and lemon as well. Can't wait to wear that. Like, they look really good with these Revolve jeans. Next thing that I bought, haven't even worn or tried them on. I tried them on in Harrods actually ages ago, but they didn't have my size. Are these Balmain biker trousers. These are my first pair, believe it or not, biker Balmain trousers. I've never bought a pair of Balmain trousers like this before, and I think the only reason is because they're so expensive, but after like 5 years of trying them on and looking at them, I just started to go for it. and these were actually in the sale, and even if they weren't in the sale I would have paid the amount because I was on the lookout for some. And these were like, they're grey, they're like matte grey, they're not even denim, and I just absolutely loved them and just thought they're a nice change from wearing jeans. And they do these every single season, but I actually got these in the sale. I bought these myself. The Saint Laurent t-shirt, that was, I had a voucher to spend and I bought something big and bought that, like with the leftover. But these I bought myself and I really can't wait to wear those. I'm really happy, like I waited to get the perfect pair for my first Balmain and they're the ones that I chose. I really love it that you can open the zipper here at the bottom. You can have them closed for a skinny, or you can have them completely open and it's not so skinny, which I find more flattering. So that is actually the main reason for why I like this style. And then I kind of went wild. Oh, they're in a size 38 because I didn't want them tight. And then I also got these ones, and I ordered these in a 38 and a 36. And the 38 did fit, but I think with these horizontal, like in your face zips, which I feel a bit weird wearing so much gold hardware, the 38 wasn't as flattering, and these fit me perfectly, but I hate tight clothes because of all the stomach bloatedness I have. But anyway, I've chosen the size 36, which means go for your true size. So if you're size 8, go for a 36. If you're a size 10, go for 38, and yada yada yada. Balmain is French, so the sizes do normally come up quite small. With the blazers, so many of you asked me what size blazer to get, so I'll tell you that in a minute. But yeah, I went with the 36, I wore these in Paris. If I'm honest, I don't love the shade of blue. Like, the shade of blue that I have here is a little bit nicer. It's a bit too blue here, so I'm hoping when I wash them, they'll go less brash. But I do like them, otherwise obviously I wouldn't have ordered them. So, really happy with my two. That's so me, didn't have one. It's like the bloody Kelly bag all over again. Wanted one for pair for 5 years and then get two in the same week. That's that. Oh, I have this that's behind me. So I bought my Balmain jumper. I wore this in my Hermes Kelly reveal. I just thought it was really nice. Like, normally I would buy this in like a size 40 or 42, which when I go to put it on with jeans, I really wish I'd ordered bigger because I love baggy clothes. But at the same time, I did buy this to wear with like painted leather trousers, a leather skirt, and I wanted to kind of wear it out in the evening. And as much as I love wearing baggy clothes, when I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh my god, like I look bigger than what I actually am. So I bought this in a 38, and I also got one of the white tees as well. Oh god, actually stretched. And this is my new blazer, and I know that you've all seen this in my Paris Fashion Week video and my Instagram, because I've worn it loads on my Instagram. So I was a bit hesitant about ordering this because I am so in love with the baby blue linen one. Have you seen that? I'll leave it in the link below. It's so stunning, it's so flattering, and it's slightly cheaper because of the fabric. So that was what I was going to order. But I just grinned and bared it and got this out of my system because I have a black one with the gold buttons and I love it, but the gold on Balmain, like with the jeans, that's why I think I'm a bit hesitant about them jeans, is because it's like the gold. I don't really wear that much gold. And the yellow is so, the gold is so yellow that I really didn't like wearing it with silver hardware. And also that's a 36 because I bought that blazer 5 years ago. Can you believe it? 5 years ago, and I still wear it to death. So I cannot express how much these are worth the money. When I first started wearing them, they were so popular and everyone was wearing them, and I bought it to wear at work at Harrods. But now they're like, I don't know if it's me, but everyone wears them and I just kind of wish they didn't, but they do. So 5 years on, I'm still wearing it. I've got so much wear out of that, and now I've got this and wearing it, I'm so happy. It was worth the investment. And I just bought the same blazer. The other one's woven, this is smooth. I get asked all the time which is the best fabric. Sorry to confuse you, but I love them both. If you was going to push me off a cliff, there's something about the woven ones that I really love and think they're more durable. And I live in London, England, whatever you want to call it, and because obviously Essex and London, and it's more London-y because it's quite cold here. But then if you're in somewhere like California or somewhere that's glorious like that, then maybe this is better. But after wearing this, I love it. I really, really love this. It's kind of a bit more, I wouldn't say evening-y, but it is a different look, and I do love them both. So this one I got in a 38, and I feel like it fits me so much better. Like I can do this one up just about because they're so fitted here, and I'm very rectangle here. But if you're a size 8 to 10, I personally would go for a 38. I'm an 8 to 10, I can wear the 36, but because I'm double D, I really have to go for the 38. So I really hope that I'm no, I'm not 5'9", I'm 5'6", double D, slim but like rectangle shape, and 38 is what I pick. So I hope that by telling you what I wear, that can help everyone that's been asking me about the sizes. So that's that. Really happy with that, and I know that they're expensive, but if you're ever going to invest in luxury ready-to-wear, I cannot express, if this makes me look fat, I swear I'm not, it's just that I'm slouching, I never sit up, and actually that's better. If I've looked fat the whole time, then whatever, I really don't care. You can call me fat if you want, trolls, I don't care. Yeah, if you're ever going to invest into ready-to-wear, sounding really common then. If you're ever going to invest into luxury ready-to-wear, always start with jackets. Tops, absolutely not. Like I barely ever buy luxury wear tops because how many times can you wear them? And I love wearing a jacket. So with a jacket, you can wear it in the day, with jeans, you can wear it with a dress, especially these Balmain ones. So that is also another tip, that if you want to go with luxury, go with that. Don't go and buy a yellow button Balmain blazer if you wear a silver watch and you don't wear gold. Like, don't just wear it because you saw somebody else wearing a gold button one. Really match the hardware. If you're not, my tummy's rumbling. If you're not into hardware, then Balmain do the single button ones that are a bit more discreet. So my advice, that when you, which I've said before in my other haul, is that if you're going to invest in something in ready to wear, buy something on the high street first and then buy something else. So sorry if you've heard that tip before, but I know that there's always new people. Next are my Stuart Weitzman over-the-knee boots. So these, I love them to death. A lot of people ask me, do they fall down? And the answer is yes. But I have Jimmy Choo ones, which I do really like, but I often don't wear them because they're thick leather that when I move, they're so tight that they're really uncomfortable. Like if I go upstairs, it's like I've got wooden legs. So I would prefer them to hang down slightly, but be really comfortable. And these aren't leather, like if you smell them, yeah, I'd rather that than be comfortable. Also, the height of Stuart Weitzman, they have got this bang on. I'll leave a link below because it's better if you just look for yourself for all the measurements. But this heel is perfect because it's high enough to give me some height, but low enough for me to wear in the day, and I love wearing these in the day. If you look at my Paris Fashion Week vlog, because all of this is quite new and I ordered a lot for Paris Fashion Week, you'll see that I wore these. You'll see them on my Instagram. I wore them with a huge chunky knitted jumper. I wore them with a leather skirt. They're so comfortable, and my advice when it comes to over-the-knee boots is I made the mistake of buying super cheap low-end ones, which the noise of them how uncomfortable it is. You're just wasting your money. And then I bought mid-range, and I just feel like everybody does it. Everyone wants these ones, and you do everything to try not to spend the money, but at the end of it, if you can afford it or you are going to make sacrifices to save for them, I can't recommend them enough for a luxury shoe, because you'll wear them in the day, in the evening. You can wear them most of the year, apart from maybe June and July in England, but most of the year you can wear them. I've had my grey ones for a year and I just wear them all the time. So I'm really happy with everything in this haul, but most of it I've worn, so I can really tell you that I am. That's the end of the haul because we're getting on for 20 minutes, but I did want to also show you these. They are 2 pairs of leather trousers that I've got. I wore them in Paris when I went to Dior. I wore these, and they're another stories, so it's not luxury, but I think that leather trousers are a luxury, if that makes sense. So although it's not a designer, it's a high street. Another store is high-end high street, and it's like the most expensive thing in the shop. So I thought it qualified for luxury because it, you know, I'm going to repeat myself. These are phenomenal. I have to say it like that, otherwise I can't say it. I love these, and they're in my Hermes Kelly reveal, and I bought them in a 38 and they were too big, and now I bought them in a 36. They came back in stock online, so keep checking that link because they keep bringing in new stock. The best thing about these is the seam here. It's an unfinished seam, whereas these are not unfinished seam, and they go into my boots. So when I wear plain black ankle boots, they're so elongating with the leg. They're black, they're tight, that always works. But an unfinished hem with a black smooth boot, your legs just go on for days. Best flattery trousers on the planet. And they're not leggings, so you don't have the weird kind of camel toe stuff happening here. I can wear them with, I can show my crutch basically, crotch, I always get that wrong. And they've got the nice detail here. And for leather trousers, for £245, that for me is the cheapest I've ever found leather trousers. And considering how on point they are, they're not leggings, they have the flattering hem, the leather is amazing, everything about them is amazing. They are the best leather trousers. I also bought these ones, and these are also another story. And if you're shorter than maybe 5'5" and lower, like 5'4", 5'3", 5'2", these are the ones for you. Because I'm 5'6" and they're semi-cropped. Not cropped a lot, but they'll look really cute with trainers or pumps or something, and that's why I bought them. And I just really like the zip. Again, it doesn't have the whole legging thing. You can wear these with a top that shows. And I just really loved the zip. I just thought it was like a little something extra. And again, these were just over £200. So really good. And the leather is really soft and really, really nice leather. So that's my luxury haul. I have this huge pile of clothes here. I hope that it was enough information. I know that my hauls are long, but I want to try and give you as much information because at the end of the day, I'm not here to be like, this is my new bag, this is my new pair of shoes. There is a point to me showing you, is to show you why I think it's good. Do I think you should buy this? Yes, no, or why? How to invest in a blazer. That's why my videos are long, because I want, one, I'm chatty, so that's that, but I do want to give you useful information and tips and advice, so with that comes a long video. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to know anything about the items, please leave me a comment. I'll get back to everybody eventually. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see how I wear all this. Don't forget to actually read my blog, because that's where all the proper pictures go, like you know, really good quality photos of me wearing everything, and I talk about everything a lot more in detail. And obviously I would love it if you could subscribe, because every time my number of subscriptions is going up, it's encouraging me that I'm doing good and you like what I'm doing. And if I have a boost in following, it really gets me excited and passionate about my videos. And if I know more of you are watching, then I'll make more of an effort. I mean, I'm already making an effort, but I'll do more to give you more if that's what you want to see. Does that make sense? Basically, I would love it if you would subscribe. That's such a tongue twister. Okay, so thanks for watching. See ya!